Hi, I'm Kevin.
And I'm Emily Rose.
And we have a deep love for the route.
We have traveled a lot as a couple.
Especially as musicians and professional pickers.
But nothing gets us more excited than America's Mother Road.
So join us as we hit all your favorite spots on the Illinois stretch of Route 66.
Buckle up.
This is Main Street America.
Well, our next stop is Livingston.
Livingston.
Yeah.
The Pink Elephant, right?
Pink Elephant.
Yeah.
Yep. Never been.
No, we've driven past it a few times,
Yeah.
but we've never stopped in it.
I know it's a big photo op spot.
Oh, yeah.
From what I can tell.
Super kitschy.
Yes.
Super kitschy. I'm
Lots
excited.
of-
Look at these fiberglass 80-foot tall people here.
Oh my God.
Wow. I'm all about the space age stuff. Yeah, we're just going to have to do a music video out here or something.
We're going to be coming back here. This is cool.
So awesome. Oh, it's boarded up, man.
Dang. I can't go to the mothership. I
like-
can't get home.
It's like Flight of the Navigator.
Pink Elephant. All right. Pink Elephant Antique Mall. They've got ice cream, candy, food, antiques. We're doing it all.
What more could you want on Route 66?
Let's go.
All in one place.
Woo! This is just what I want to see.
Amazing.
Good, how are you?
I'm Emily.
I'm Erica, nice to meet
It's a
you.
pleasure. It's my husband, Kevin.
I'm
Hello,
Kevin.
nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
Thanks for having
Of
us.
course.
What a great place.
This is a feast for all the senses.
Yeah.
Oh yes, 100%.
Oh my gosh.
So tell us about it. You can get
Yeah.
ice cream, you can do vintage. Like,
Yes.
what are you doing?
Cheeseburgers, fries, Philly cheesesteaks, ice cream milkshakes, tornadoes, which are like blizzards.
Wow.
Those are amazing. My personal favorite is a cheesecake tornado with some Oreos and strawberries in
Holy
it.
moly. All the aesthetics are just impeccable. The diner tables, the seats. I mean, what a fun aesthetic.
So, what do you have, like a merch shop or is it a vintage shop?
A lot. There's over 100 booths in the antique
Oh, wow.
mall. So like each individual person rents out a booth and they put their own stuff in it.
That's
For
awesome.
vendors an opportunity
Yes,
to showcase
yes.
their
So you could really get some good variety
Oh,
in there.
100%.
Yeah.
Yes, there's a lot of stuff in it.
cool.
There's a lot of places on the route, and not to knock on them, a lot of times it's kind of one, like
Yeah,
a
one vendor.
type of thing. But the fact that you have multiple people
Multiple
here,
vendors, multiple different things,
Yeah.
different selections of everything in there.
awesome.
Yeah, and it kind of just brings the community and invites them into that as well. So that's a really great way to just bring everybody a part of it.
Yep.
What a cool name for a place too.
Pink Elephant.
Pink Elephant. It just
Because
goes.
there's like, in New Orleans, we've got like the blue dog, which is like,
That's right.
there's a whole like mysticism around the blue dog. So I like that they went with like a funky animal
Yeah.
that's like, and it's funny because they have antiques and you think like bull in a china shop.
Yeah.
This big elephant.
And then even sayings with that, but like, the elephant in the room.
Sure.
The pink elephant is the thing that we all don't want to acknowledge.
Yeah.
And this place can't help but be acknowledged.
I mean, they really just created a world.
Oh yeah, you step back in time.
Yeah, I feel immersed.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to keep exploring.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Whatnot. So good. I love when you walk into an antique shop or antique mall. The smell of like old stuff hits you.
I had no idea this place even existed.
If we lived in this town, I'd never see you, and you'd never see me.
Well,
we'd probably be in here together, and we'd never see
we'd
each
be
other.
fully broke too.
Yeah, we would.
You know what I was expecting, and I wasn't expecting this. I thought it was going to be just a memorabilia shop.
Like
where
less of an
keychains and which you see a lot on the route,
Yeah, where you
I thought
can
it
get
was
like
just-
your Route 66 like tchotchke stuff.
or mugs, T-shirts. I
sure.
thought that's what it was going to be. I had no idea it was going to be
Yeah.
hundreds of vendors with their own booths, with their own vintage stuff. That is
In a
really
huge
unique in a
warehouse.
huge warehouse.
An old gym.
This is an old gymnasium. Look
is
at the
an
old
old gym.
scoreboard over there.
That's cool.
I mean, that's amazing.
that's cool.
This is an old gymnasium. I just
Yeah,
realized.
and that's the stage
wow.
with the curtains.
Look at the floor.
Yeah. Go Eagles.
Go Eagles.
That's awesome. Ooh. We need this for our kitchen. I love that. Well, and that's the fun thing again about these different booths is that, you know, a lot of times antiques, you think like really, really old stuff, but it's nice that you can still get like the toys you grew up on too, which is weird that it's considered vintage now.
Which
Anything
for us,
older than like
yeah.
20 years is vintage, so
For us, we're not that old, so even the fact that our childhood is already considered vintage is nuts.
pretty crazy.
See, I'm in love with folk art, and look how folky that is.
That is so cool.
It's like something you'd see on the mine train in Silver Dollar City.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
You know, you were talking earlier, Kev, about like minimalism.
Uh-huh.
I definitely didn't grow up in a minimalist home. My mom
Neither did
was
I.
such a collector,
Mhm.
and not really a collector of vintage, but I think her passion for collecting things and then my nostalgia for just things that have a story, things that are not just new and produced,
Exactly.
mass produced. I just love that collecting and being really intentional, and
Yeah.
for me it like hits a certain tone.
Yes.
It's not just about the thing, it's like how it evokes a feeling and maybe a memory or something like
Absolutely.
that.
I mean, I
So
remember always feeling like I was never really born in the right era.
that we could agree on.
And because of that, I was always nostalgic for things that were before my time. And a lot of times that comes into an item because it can invoke a feeling.
Right.
And it can invoke a story that you wish you were a part of, or that you just want to live vicariously through.
That's
And that's
exactly
kind of,
it.
that comes down to our love for vintage, I think.
Yeah.
And hence why we even opened up our own vintage shop called the Teardrop.
Yeah.
And that's why we get into vintage. That's why we're obsessed with vintage, because it's the stories behind it.
It is.
And when you have that item in your hand, you can feel the history.
Yeah,
You can
it has
feel-
it has a life, and
Yes.
it's almost like a soul. And then
Absolutely.
when that person goes to buy it, like from a seller's perspective, when that person goes to buy it, they start telling you why they need it, have to have it, want it, what it reminds them of, whether it be their grandfather that maybe isn't with them anymore, or
Their
just
mom
something
had
from
it.
their childhood or
Yeah.
something. I mean, those are really special moments.
They are.
They are.
There it is, all the candy.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, we used to go to this place called Brawley's. And
me about
yeah, and they used to have penny candy there.
Yeah.
And I think it was like one of the last true penny candy places because I was too young to be a part of the penny candy
Right.
generation. But this place was still penny candy, and they would have like 25-cent like rolls of things of like taffy, like really big. I would go in with 10 cents and then come in and have like 10 watermelon, Swedish fish. I just thought it was the coolest thing in the world. So penny candy, and we'd even go to laundromats as a kid. And laundromats in the city, inner city St. Louis would have like little penny candy like table set. You can get this type of stuff, your Tootsie Rolls, your Footsies, all for a penny. And I just thought that was the coolest thing in the world.
Well, candy is currency to kids. Wow.
That was amazing.
That was wonderfully overwhelming in all the best ways.
So much color, so much food, so much candy, so much sweets,
Oh my gosh.
so much vintage.
Gotta come back.
Yeah, it's great.
We're gonna come back many times.
It is literally all the things you're on the route for, all piled in one spot, and that's no joke.
It's a great way to put it.
It is really cool.
Yeah. Awesome. So Pink Elephant,
Yeah,
very impressed.
number
Gotta
one,
come back.
love it.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, there's like 50 places for a photo op opportunity.
I know.
That's great.
Not to mention that. Cool. All right. I think we're on to the next spot though, but we'll definitely be back. So see you next time, Pink
See you
Elephant.
guys. Right.